Test. Test. Awesome. Awesome. Okie dokie. Let me know how this sounds, Muffin Man. We are officially in draft, so I'm gonna stop messing around. Do you guys more fun losing? Yeah, true. So I have to fix all of this stuff. I actually don't know how to fix the like settings for the scenes without actually going into the scene. So I don't know if you have to do that beforehand or not, but oh. The banter is starting. Thank you. Good. Alright, have to fix everything. We are not on game 3. We are on game 1. That looks terrible. Excellent. Slightly better. Oh boy, that looks bad too. I'm gonna not center these because I'm pretty sure I just have to move it for the other one too. So, okay. Sorry for clapping that loud. We are in draft, officially starting. So we've got DQ banning Hui, Pantheon, and Morgana. I'm guessing the Hui and Morgana are towards the... Sorry if I just flashbanged anyone. The mid laner of two more, which is Samurai Jack, just hit Masters as a Morgana one-trick. So congrats to Samurai Jack on getting Masters on a useless champion. Also the Pantheon ban, just really strong champion in general, good flex pick. We're going to have TWO banning Kayn, Pyke, and Olaf. Wild bans. I know that Sawdude, the jungler for DQ, likes Kayn. I don't know if I've ever seen the support for DQ and their captain Zesty Queso play Pyke. And I don't know if the top laner Mpex plays Olaf. So maybe they've got some insider information I don't have. But yeah, this is classic DQ, like Muffin Man said. It is, they go Jinx Melio every single game that they can. So it is fearless, so they can only play it once. But yeah, that is so I'm hoping TWO has game plan for that. They picked Victor Twitch. So Twitch, another hyper carry, obviously. Victor also, I wouldn't call him a hyper carry, but really good scaling arcane champion, as we all know. Then we got Nefiri in the jungle. Stone's Twitch is OP. Okay. Yeah. Stone, so TWO, these are a clash of titans for anyone who doesn't know. So both teams are 4-0 in the league right now. I think there's only a couple weeks left. So big standings game here. We've got Nefiri for Sawdude in the jungle, and we've got Sona for L, I believe. Yes, L is the support. So quick Orianna ban coming in here. Wait, what's last week? Oh, this is the last week. Okay, I thought I had something about the last week game or something, and I was like, oh no, this is the last week. Okay. So both these teams guaranteed to make playoffs, but I'm assuming that being the first seed will help. So we are gonna get the Orianna of really bad Zed banned away here. He actually doesn't play a whole lot of Zed, funny enough. So, you know, stay true to his name, I guess. And they are gonna ban away his Rise. Interesting ban. So these also might be more pro-oriented bans because MSI is going on right now. So anyone who's here watching this, thanks for watching this over MSI. Okay, so bans came through. So we got two top laners banned for DQ. So it makes sense. They are not too worried. Oh yeah, we've already got the Victor. So yeah, all they have really to ban out is jungle top. Mordekaiser is a really annoying counter pick, and yeah, TWO will be counter picking their top laner unless that is a Trundle top. So a lot of Trundle jungle getting picked in MSI again, so I could see that going into the jungle just as easily. And then this should be the mid top picks here. They do need an AP threat, so we'll be curious to see what's pulled out here. Collie's coming out. Okay, so that could go top or mid. I actually like that as a pick. It'd be hard. Oh no. Okay, so DQ loves this double ADC comp. So you just get Emilio and then you have two hyper carries, and whichever one pops off, Emilio pops the W on. So, and there's no way that's actually a Teemo pick. A man after my own heart. Teemo, actually not as good of a counter into Vayne as people might think. Okay, so it is the Teemo lock. That is wild. I love it. It actually is not that great against Vayne because once your blind is down, she just all-ins you and you die. So this will be interesting to see. I've played that matchup more than once in ranked, and yeah, it's not as easy as it might look on paper. So this should be a banger. This should be great. So it looks like, okay, we're just fixing the order here before they get in a game. So a little bit going on behind the scenes. Yeah, comp-wise, Jack Rospar, I'm going to need you to pump the brakes over there. So comp-wise, actually, I can just... Oh, no, this is easier. Okay. So, obviously, DQ kind of going all in on the hyper carries. Let me mute the client for a second here. All right. DQ, a lot of... I don't know if I would even call it... I would say that DQ has really good pick potential. It's just like... Akali is, right, like, single target, assassin kind of stall. Nefiri kind of becomes a bruiser once she has like 2 or 3 items, I think, especially the Eclipse. So they both can put out a lot of damage, but I wouldn't call it a pick comp. I actually don't love DQ's comp just because they don't have a front line. So like, who's standing in front of your Jinx? Like, you know, Melio doesn't want to stand in front of her. Nefiri's gonna go in, but Nefiri is going to be untargetable half the time and dashing around, and then Akali's going to be invisible. Vayne's going to be invisible. So, yeah, I agree with you there, Jack Rospar. Like, that is wild. So, really, I think DQ... I've seen this a couple times now in Beer League, where I think DQ got the champions they wanted, but they didn't necessarily get a good comp. Like, I think they're all probably, like, very comfortable in these champs. I've seen Impex play a lot of Vayne. I haven't seen Really Bad Zed play Akali, but I think Really Bad Zed is probably the highest floor player on the team as far as like consistency, like pops off every game from what I've seen. Obviously, Reese is playing Jinx, so the pop-off potential is way higher, but yeah, interesting. So I think they're all good players on good champs. I just don't know if the champs all go together. So this could be wild. But, you know, if it goes to, like, 35 minutes, you know, Jinx gets 1 reset, and then, yeah, it might be over anyways. So we'll see here. Actually, interesting that they didn't... So they picked TWO picked Trundle without actually seeing a tank on the other side. I assume they thought there would be someone tanky top, but just goes to show that Trundle's not always necessarily a great first pick. But yeah, TWO not that they're not going to be that tanky either because you know you want someone to stand in front of Victor and kind of buy time between his cooldowns. Twitch wants to pop up and not be targeted for 5 or 6 seconds. Sona's the squishiest champ in the game, I think, literally. Teemo can kind of, like, skirmish, but not too well. And then Trundle is not going to get as tanky as he usually does, because he's not going to be stealing, you know, 150 armor and magic resist from an Ornn or something. So, this is going to be real weird. This could get spicy. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about this. I guess you path top as, I guess you want Nefiri on, saw a dude on Nefiri pathing top, trying to get, like, Vayne Akali ahead, trying to skirmish with them in the river, maybe, you know, like, level 2 or 3. Because, obviously, Akali skirmishes way better than Victor, and Vayne completely dominates Teemo. So I'd like to see Sawdude, actually. I know that DQ's a very bot lane focused team, but I'd like to see them playing topside, I think, here. Trundle, I think maybe I don't know, it's tough for a Trundle to gank Emilio. So honestly, I think maybe Trundle, you just try and path top as well, and make sure that your Teemo can get to level 6. Make sure that your Victor can stack well enough. Maybe just look to counter gank. We'll see. I don't actually know how Trundle's clear is versus Neferi. I know Neferi has a bunch of BS AoE damage. So I'm guessing that Trundle might 2 or 3 camp into a gank. Whereas I'm probably expecting Neferi to full clear top. But like I said, this is a very bot lane focused team. So I could see... I think Neferi should path top, but I think they will probably path bot. So we'll see what happens here. And then I can pull up the... Actually, I'm going to re-enable sound. So sorry... Okay, here. Let's go into game. So this is... sorry, this is so bright. It's very bright in this dark room. But we can see the squads here. So we've got... Sawdude is the lowest, I think, on both teams is a 2.5. Buddy's a 4. Everyone on these teams is 4-0, remember. We've got You Can't Resist, the highest cost player, and then pretty balanced across the board for DoomQ. 2 more. Samurai Jack just hit Masters on Morgana, as I said. We've got Eric 29 is a 6.5 and a 5.5 top Bernie, who is usually pretty exciting and interesting. So and he picked Teemo, so I'm not gonna say I'm rooting for Bernie in this game, but I'm not rooting for Bernie. And then Stone G, apparently Stone G pops off a lot, even though they're only a 3.5 and 3 bot lane. So this should be interesting to see. Obviously anything can kind of happen in the beer league games, but we'll see how it goes. I think, yeah, this is DQ. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll see if the no tank comps can pay off here. Like I said, DQ loves this double ADC setup, and they love kind of like trying to force gold into the bot lane with like Neferi pathing down and stuff like that, and maybe skirmishes in bot river. So this will be interesting. This will be cool to watch. No, I don't know what that is. Stop popping up. Electrocute Akali. Okay. So Bernie has he's mastery 34 on Teemo. What a rat. Okay, I love it. I'm a Teemo main and Teemo enjoyer for anyone who doesn't know. So and then obligatory Eric and Slamurai. Slamurai is the other main caster for anyone who doesn't know. And him and Eric love showing that they know that casters can see spam pings and there is no limit on pings. So I'm waiting to see like someone is alive here like 80 times coming up here. They might forget, but Teemo only has 1 potion. I don't know if he knows that. Hopefully he finds out. Looks like we've got Twitch getting a little feisty here. Wow, early ward by Victor. Interesting. Okay. People love invading. People who start blue side love invading and warding raptors. I don't know why no one ever starts sweeper. But interesting. So we've got PTA Twitch. So likes the short trades in lane. Really bad Zed with Electrocute, not Fleet. I kind of thought he might go Fleet here into the Victor matchup, but maybe it's not too bad. They see Teemo going invisible in lane. For anyone who doesn't play Teemo, I usually go invisible like here. So like once they step up to auto the wave, you can get a couple autos on them. So we'll see how that goes. There's not going to be any cheese in the Twitch lane early, it seems. Alright, I tried to ping that ward to ignore me. So, Teemo not able to get any autos off yet. He does have PTA, a pretty aggressive rune. Airy is also really good on Teemo. Dark Harvest is a little more aggressive. You can go Fleet also, so good trades here for TWO. And we did hit level 2 first here by Jinx Milio, so good recognition of that, and good punish here. Do you get, ooh, Akali is stepping way into this wave. So she's going to take some damage here on the way out, I think. Ooh, maybe, oh, yeah, there's Victor Laser, okay. Okay, so Vayne is taking the brunt of this so far. Vayne also went PTA. Honestly, you can actually... I think I would have gone Lethal Tempo as Vayne. Just because once that blind runs out for Teemo, you just walk him down, and it's pretty disgusting. Because the blind is a pretty long cooldown early game. So, yeah, 7-second cooldown is a long time. A lot of extra autos you can get in. Ooh, not quite hitting that E. Using the W very aggressively. She's not really overextended here yet or anything, so good little trades. Akali with D shield, which I actually don't love. Energy champions can go, and champions that are manaless, right? So like Mordekaiser can go Doran's ring, and it regenerates health if you can't regenerate mana. So I actually think I like D ring better on Akali here, but D shield's not a bad choice by any means. So we are gonna get Nefiri pathing bot, like I figured. We're gonna get Trundle pathing top. Teemo, pretty good health advantage, a pretty good CS advantage here. So, you know, Vayne hasn't necessarily just popped the ghost and tried to all in him yet. Oh, and we might be getting a dive here on the Vayne. Trundle Pillar does do 1 damage, so he is tanking now. Teemo's just gonna auto and ignite. And, oh, the really lucky level up from Vayne, but it's not gonna be enough. So good job by Vayne. I don't remember if she autoed the minions there or not to try and force the level up. But this is a huge play for Teemo. A plate, and Vayne just missed 2 waves, I think. So this is why I think Nefiri should have had top to try and play it around that Vayne and try and punish the Teemo a little bit. But really good dive by Trundle. Ooh, there's a little E connecting. So Victor realizing he is now out of mana and in kill range, so he will back, even though he has a potion. Good potion health to mana ratio there, I guess. So Twitch gonna be looking for a little more cheese here. And Millie's just gonna kick him away. So pretty even bot lane. We did get the longsword potion start that I think Reese really enjoys. Did get that cannon, well played. A CS lead for Akali in the mid lane, and they're both gonna TP back. Rough day when Vayne can only get boots and a control ward boot, but I get it. Teemo actually going Haunting Guys here. I actually don't like that. I think it would be better to go Faded Ashes, so you get a little burn. But, ooh, Teemo couldn't quite get in range for 1 more auto Q. I think would have finished her off. But got Teemo's flash, so not all bad for Vayne. But yeah, there is definitely a split map here in favor of Teemo, which again, this is just how DQ works, right? Like, I think I don't think this should be any news to TWO, especially because they've got some really nice deep wards here. So yeah, Twitch wisely backing away from that, and we are gonna have Trundle join down here. So it's gonna be a 4-on-4. Nefiri going in on the Twitch, trying to zone. Akali is level 6 and putting down the damage. Victor's also level 6, but I don't know how much the level 6 whatever storm does really. We do have a Jinx reset, but I think they're going to be safe under the tower there. So good reaction by TWO here, by the red team, but yeah, they just couldn't quite make it work. I think level 6 Akali versus level 6 Victor is just a bit of a champ diff there. So Jinx is going to back and catch her wave. Vayne actually rotated down for the fight, just in case something, you know, it went a little bit longer, and then pushed mid. So I actually really like that play. Teemo gonna get a little ward in the bush here, and not quite a... actually, that might freeze with that melee. So Teemo in a really good spot. Vayne kind of realizes she can't really play the game, so she's gonna find something better to do. And this fight, I think you guys might be overstaying a little bit. Twitch is on his lonesome though, so he's very, very confident because his team is coming, but he got a little too aggressive. His team couldn't quite get there in time, and now this 2-0 Jinx with a longsword got another reset, but she also probably has a lot of quiche in the bank. Yeah, so she's got a thousand gold on her, so not what you want to see if you're playing against the Jinx. Yeah, really, I know. It's they first picked Jinx and then they got Milio second, and I was like, man, like TWO banned Olaf and Pike, which I thought was a choice. So, anyways, we're gonna have a huge lead for Teemo here in the top lane. Glad to see Teemo having success. I am rooting for DQ, but I'm also rooting for Teemo. Victor gonna walk in here and face check this bush, and that is not the bush you want to be on. And yeah, Victor does not have flash and does not have a chance in hell of getting out of there. So, yeah, this Teemo lane is pretty Jover at the moment. So if they do go for these grubs here, I actually don't like this call. By Nafir to go for grubs, so I would expect her to get collapsed on. Luckily, Really Bad Zed did get the solo bolo there, but they know Akali doesn't have R, and that is so tragic. Trundle, I think. Oh, okay, she was in her shroud, so she couldn't get over the wall, but they couldn't hit her. That is just wild. So Teemo gonna move quickly away from that gank as Nafiri, I think maybe Nafiri picked up one grub. Yeah, Nafiri got a grub just to keep them from getting, I think you get feats at 2 grubs, so. Oh, but Nafiri's gonna get walked down by this Trundle, and that was one of the easier kills of Teemo's life as he walks up and gets a little last hit. So, ooh, Vayne! Oh, Vayne tumbled into the minions. That was so close. I like Vayne's thought there to try and punish the Teemo. But yeah, Teemo's Ignite was back up, and with the Haunting Guys actually coming in clutch there. Well, I think Faded Ashes would have done the same thing, so maybe not. I actually wonder if you deal 2% bonus damage. I wonder if that applies to Ignite. I've never looked at that. But anyways, we have a 3-0 Teemo with Leandrius here, doubling Vayne's damage. So this is dire straits for this top lane, and if Trundle can keep the Teemo's shutdown from going down, it's going to get really rough topside here for TWO, because when Teemo gets ahead and starts shrooming the enemy jungle, it is not the enemy jungle anymore, it is your jungle. So, Victor having a tough time here against this assassin lane, but still CSing pretty well, only 10 CS down. This is a really tough place for Vayne to be. She is a very strong Teemo trying to slowly receive this wave. So if Trundle comes up here, Vayne is just going to be in real bad shape. So hopefully for the Vayne, the Trundle paths bot here, which probably happened. He might just want a full clear. He actually didn't get Tiamat first. So I feel like you have to go Tiamat first, but apparently not. So Akali has Prio because she's got a bit of a lead here. So she's going to see if she can go top and get anything done with this Teemo, but it is not working out that way. And yeah, these auto Q trades are not what Vayne wants to be taking right now. I think you just have to sit back and hope for the best. I think the only shot Vayne has is backing, getting full health, and instantly all-inning the Teemo, and hoping you don't hit Shroom. Actually, I would get a sweeper if I was Vayne. A little bit of alt trade coming out here from the bot lane. You see Jinx has her lethal tempo stacked, but Twitch under tower, I can't really step out too much, so Victor just trying to shove the wave here, I think, and avoid getting all in for a third time. Second time? Third time? And Trundle kind of trying to make stuff happen here, but Trundle does not have sweeper. I hate seeing this in these games. So we have Milio and Nafir with the sweeper. Unfortunately, Milio walked away to clear a ward, and Jinx, they all in Jinx instantly, so great recognition there. We do have Vayne. They might have been trying to bait there for the Vayne. So it looks like Akali is going to go top and probably will collect this Teemo shutdown, I'm guessing. Vayne getting spicy here. Yeah, we don't have any frontline for this Jinx, and will the shield be enough? The shield will be enough for Twitch, and there's a Nefiri behind him. Wild fight going on here. Akali is gonna get the Teemo shut down. Okay, that's what I thought. So Teemo gets shut down. Great recognition there by Akali. Somehow, okay, the Victor shows up finally, and yeah, Victor is no longer a only level 6 Victor with 2 amp tones. That is now a level 9 Victor with at least almost a full item. So definitely more respect required there, and not enough respect given. So pretty back and forth game here. We do actually have a gold lead for TWO, even with those 2 Jinx kills early. Jinx no boots yet, going with the 3 daggers. Don't mind it. Every ADC and their mom now building a Tau. They just cannot figure that item out. It's either built not at all or built by everyone. So, Confietti is here to cheer on TWO. And yeah, that is a rough trade. Yeah, by Vayne. So the Teemo counterpick actually looking pretty good. It's yeah, it's... Oh, actually, I think you should have frozen their Teemo. I actually, if you poked her out, you just want to take plays. Yeah. And I guess the Vayne's already shown that she's willing to give up a freeze to roam. So, yeah. So as you can see, we've got Teemo Shrooms all over top and starting to get into the jungle there. So really good vision top, really good vision bot by TWO. I think TWO might be the best vision team in the league. Teemo, you might want to be a little careful here. Yeah, the Akali does have a rocket belt now and is not to be trifled with. Welcome, Confietti. If you have any questions, I think you don't play League as much as a lot of people here, Confietti. So if you have questions, let me know. Akali just gonna... I think the sweeper ran out. She was trying to right-click that and ended up just taking the shroom. So yeah, its objectives are about to get a lot harder if Bernie is playing around them with his shrooms, because those shrooms are going to start slapping. He's got the Leandries, he's going to do the Malignant, so he's doing full shroom nuke build, which is probably the most fun option. Nashor's is definitely a little better for lane phase, but I guess if you get this far ahead in lane, you can kind of just do whatever you want. So, yeah. But we all know that DQ's just playing for a late game here, just trying to get the double ADC online with Emilio. So, yeah, Kali getting the Teemo treatment a little bit. I would prefer Trundle to be top right now. You have a 4-1 Teemo and a pretty well farmed Victor, but he is going to go bot, and they're just going to instantly get on the Jinx. They've already got the Emilio R coming down, trying to cleanse the Sona R, and it just will not be enough with that Trundle pillow slow. So nice little pick there. Even with Trundle bot side, they're just going to try and focus down this tower. I think this will give them... Oh no. I should know more about feats probably. I think they already got first tower. So I think actually next objective, I think, gets TWO the feats. Which of course will give you the upgraded boots. So I would have liked to see Team Trundle top there. Especially with his... Like, if you can see his Teemo has so much control here. Like going to ward... you know, like already taking 2 towers. He's about to get nuked by this Akali, I think. And yeah, Teemo, you are a little behind enemy lines. You might be trying to commit some war crimes here, but you are only gonna be in trouble. So yeah, like I said, I would prefer Trundle to be up in here, making plays with Teemo, making it impossible for Nefiri to play the game. Instead, TWO or DQ recognizes Teemo's overextended and gets a nice little punish. Vayne can't quite get the condemn. Will pop those sums. The Trundle's very fast though, and Vayne really has nowhere to go except into this Twitch. We are going to get Akali all in this Victor here. A little bit of miscommunication here with Trundle Twitch chasing top and Akali and Sona, what's his name? Sona Victor playing mid. So good punish there by DQ to find these picks. TW, I think, squandering the lead a little bit. They had top. Man, I don't think anyone has. I don't actually know how to check if someone has feats. I wish I could know, but I think But I think you need... Oh, no, Dragon... Yeah, who got first blood? I don't know. I should probably know this. Anyways, Teemo, unfortunately, going to find himself overextended again. And I'm not totally sure why. The Dragon's not spawning for another 45 seconds. So these teams both just fighting to fight, and fight they will. So Teemo goes down, baits all of DQ into his very strong team, and yeah, Twitch is putting in work. So wild game. Both these teams really just like fighting. So the Rift will just sit up here completely untaken, even with all of Teemo's deep vision and shrooms. And they're gonna play bot side, and probably I think go for this dragon now. So the dragon should be theirs pretty freely. We have Slammer and Jack farming it up bot, and he is now out CSing the Akali. So obviously Akali prefers roaming, and she kind of went top and got the Teemo shut down. So she's going to be dropping a little CS here and there, but nice comeback by DQ here. I don't know if they were ever... I'm sure they... Oh! But we got the steal from Reese! You guys have to keep that in mind. When there's a Jinx in the game, she can always steal an objective with the global death rocket there. We saw it in MSI yesterday, I think. So great little steal. And now it looks like TWO is mostly going to reset. Really good vision again. We do have 3 sweepers coming out for DQ because of these Teemo shrooms. So yeah, I would expect again, I would expect this to be a free objective for TWO, but it's not really looking that way. DQ, they do have TP on Akali. Twitch is looking mid here. And once he gets ramped up, he pops the PTA, and it's tough for a Jinx to survive. Twitch manages to flash away from the Akali, and now Akali, I think, might be in trouble. She does get her E out, and a really nice condemn from Vayne coming in. We're going to have Victor chasing here with his R. Pillar doesn't quite go through. Teemo with the Ignite. Teemo's going to get the kill on Zesty Queso, trying to find Solus under his tower. But this Teemo is massive. Oh, and as you can see, TWO does have feats because Teemo has his upgraded boots. And these are going to hurt. 18 pen, 7% magic pen. So flat pen and percent pen. And Teemo, I think, is dead again. So Teemo playing really well, just not quite respecting the catch potential that Naafiri and Akali have here. So finally, TWO uses all of this massive top pressure they have to get Herald. And you can see just how crazy their vision is, right? Like, they have got everything warded. They've got control wards all over the place. I really love TWO's commitment to vision. Sadly, they have no vision here around Otacon, which is the current objective. So Drake is not up for another 2.5 minutes. So I'd like to see some priority down there. But Sona obviously kind of pretty content to stay on top of this 4-kill Twitch, and I guess I can't blame her too much. We do see some pinks coming out down there now, though. Akali does not have TP and is going to catch this wave that the Victor pushed in. And we have Teemo moving bot. So, in my mind, this should be... Oh, we might have Twitch making a play here. It is 3-on-2. Twitch waiting for the right time and eventually pulls out. I think they're not quite sure where TWO is. Because they didn't see TWO here, you assume that TWO has to be mid, right? And Trundle just gonna start slapping this thing with his Triforce. And it's gonna die pretty quick. Especially with Teemo's Leandries. Yeah, I mean, DQ never had a shot here. So, good. Oh, there's a late Jinx rocket. I respect the attempt. So, yeah, DQ, I think, never really even considered trying to fight Otacon there. We had a Akali top with no TP. You know, Reese was sitting middle on Jinx. They kind of just wanted to push waves and give it if needed. So, Emilio, yeah, I don't think you can stop to clear that shroom, sadly. We are going to get more money in Akali's pocket. We do have Twitch on the chase here, and they are really looking for a bigger punish here. I mean, well played by TWO to chase DQ out of this mid area, and yeah, they're just gonna walk bot and take the tower, if not two. Wow, we did have Nefiri solo boloing the Teemo. My bad for missing that. A 5-kill Teemo losing the 1v1 is wild, but Nefiri is definitely a 2025 champion, so I get it, I get it. We got Victor catching this wave top. Oh, and he's gonna instantly all in the Jinx. She's gonna get stunned in the Storm of Hell, whatever it's called. And nice little pickup there by Samurai Jack. She did not have a shutdown. Instead, after going 2-0, she's 4 and 5. But overall, you know, you're denying her XP, you're denying her money at the end of the day. So, so nice little pick there. And Victor gets himself accelerated. I think he'll probably have the Zonias done very soon to try and counterplay the Akali. And Jinx has not spent her 1,400 gold yet. I'm curious what she'll get here. It was closer than I expected. That's on me for feeding. Yeah, Victor realizes that he's not quite Victor from Arcane yet. Deny the Jinx. Yeah, Confetti. You got the same mindset as Samurai Jack here. So maybe I'll be trying to get some vision before Dragon here. Oh, Akali is really low. Luckily, she's playing Akali, so she's probably going to get out scot-free unless we get a Sona R here. But Sona not pulling the trigger, and I guess I don't blame her. Akali is very slippery. But here come the Teemo Shrooms, and Milio has to ult to keep himself alive. So this is what I'm talking about with this. When you get a Teemo that's ahead, it is impossible for people to play the game. And, you know, now they've cleared all the Shrooms with their faces there. But yeah, now walking in here, you can never enter here. So Teemo accidentally tanked the Jinx rocket, and now this is how every fight is going to go, unless DQ is very early and brings a lot of control wards and sweepers. And you can see they just had massive vision control here, along with Shrooms. Their control of the top jungle has waned. Oh, and we've got Jinx going on a bit of a nature walk here. I don't know if this is going to work. She's trying to get a kill on the Sona before she goes down, and that just will not happen. So I did not find out how she got stuck in that position, but definitely a bit of a pathing error there. Akali probably wants this 1v1, but that Shroom is going to put her at half health, and I think it's probably not possible anymore. So again, both teams fighting, finding this Nefiri. Twitch are coming in, Twitch flashing forward. We've got the Vayne here, cannot get the Condemn into the wall, but does save her teammate at least. So here, finally, the 1v1 comes out, and Akali is going to win that against the Teemo. Luckily, she does just back in the middle of the lane to stop from hitting any Shrooms. And yeah, nothing really comes in the mid-fight here, except for DQ getting bullied out of their own jungle. I don't know if Nefiri wanted to go over that wall. There's the pillar. It doesn't quite shut Nefiri out entirely. We do have an Akali TP coming in. She does not have R. So it'll be interesting. We know that this was recently shroomed, so that was a pretty risky TP there. She's gonna go in on that E that she hit on Sona. Jinx trying to stack up early tempo here, but she is between a rock and a hard place. Flashes over the wall to keep attacking, and we've got Akali just kind of being annoying while this Jinx stacks up her lethal tempo. Victor using that stopwatch finally. Akali trying to wait over the wall. They really have to play slow here because they don't have a tank. Twitch realizes a little overextended. Jinx still trying to stack up. Milio in her pocket, keeping her alive. And again, there's nothing to fight for here. Yeah, they are just fighting to fight. So they will fight over jungle, they will fight over waves. You should always fight over vision, in my opinion, because it's fun. And it actually is useful. Uh-oh. Twitch is looking here. Yeah, once Teemo steps up here, I think they smelled the rat. And yeah, Twitch with 2 items and Teemo with almost 3 is just a little bit too strong, and they are gonna go and melt this Baron now. They've got Teemo with Leandries, they've got Triforce Trundle, 2-item Twitch. This thing should go down pretty quick. Akali trying to save the day. I don't think she hit the E there, and now she's gonna pop another shroom, and yeah. Victor is gonna say thank you very much, Teemo, for laying those shrooms down, and they are just gonna keep slapping away on this Baron. Vayne, not a whole lot she can do here. She's gonna splash into a ward. So again, really good vision control here by TWO, helping them get that pick. And yeah, Vayne having a tough time against this Teemo, and this is just how it goes counterpicking sometimes. That was Ish. Yeah, a lot of this has been Ish, but that's Beerly. It's Beerly. So a 7k gold lead here now for TWO. DQ gonna try and wrestle back part of their jungle. DQ actually wants to fight in their jungle here to keep TWO away from the waves, of not being able to Baron up the waves, but easier said than done. Luckily, this Jinx is kind of crushing this wave. She's going to get stunned up, but no follow-up here. So Twitch and Trundle trying to rejoin. Yeah, you guys got to be real careful with these shrooms here. Teemo does have 3 items now, and Trundle's just going to run at Jinx. And she's going to get ulted. Defiri is going to try and stall. Really big Melio R. But yeah, there is just a lot of damage on the side of TWO here. And that Melio is going to get Dead Man's Plate chomped. And yeah, Trundle is just going to, I think, end the game with his Triforce chomps. So, how DQ died mid lane? Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, that's Twitch stuff, baby. Like, 9-kill Twitch. They can pretty much assassinate anyone at that point. So, crazy game here. So, massive 4-0 versus 4-0 series. And the Teemo counterpick works. I love it. I want DQ to win. Oh, someone has a really cool ending too. That's might be worth getting. The Mordekaiser one's a little weird. The Jinx one's okay. This is cool though. Y'all amazing. Okay. A lot of love for TWO in the chat. So yeah, you can see Teemo's damage. Like, it's just like disgusting. A lot of it is going to be like just random chip damage that doesn't matter. But it is damage, and you know, people walking out of base hitting these shrooms, they will feel it, and you will make people just start, you know, channeling their back. Oh, the Trundle build was Deadman's into Knight's Vow. That is wild. Okay. I don't know if that's the build I would have gone, but you do have a Victor and a Twitch, so I get it, I guess. Oh, and we're already in the next game. So, yeah, big Teemo damage, big Jinx damage. She probably just need one more kill there, I'm thinking. So, is this going to be a mean message or a nice message? Oh, okay. All right. Sometimes people message me not realizing they're on stream. So, they messed up there's no way they messed up the lobby, right? Okay, they messed up the draft lobby. So, sorry for the flashbang. Yeah, I don't know why this shouldn't be different. I should just be able to hit game 2, but regardless. 3-month-old Magnus bot. Oh, okay. They're gonna start playing chess around together, I think. So finally playing League. Let's go. Do you have a main yet? Confietti? What does it earn from being #1 seed? Get to pick opponent from the other bracket. That would be wild. I don't think that's how it goes. You probably, I'm guessing, actually, I don't know the rules. We need someone who actually plays here. We need someone who's played for more than like a couple weeks to give a little insight. But I'm guessing you probably pick what side you want if you're the higher seed. That's how I would do it instead of just a coin flip. I think that would be the easiest, most sensible thing. So it's not a huge advantage, but it is an advantage. So, Slamurai teaching you? Uh-oh. All right, well, I guess we have another Morgana mid-main incoming. A lot of people like going... I would recommend support while you're learning, just because solo lanes are very unforgiving. I would say support or jungle. Jungle, you kind of PvE, and you could learn the game a little more. Certified haters, indeed. And now we are in a draft. So let me get my janky Game 2 image up here and try to get my client out of the way. Alright, so it's going to be messed up regardless, so just bear with me here, guys. I'm sure there's a way to fix this, and I just don't know enough about OBS. A lot of banter going on here. ABW? Who's ABW? Anyways, yeah, so same exact band's gonna come out for TWO. TWO is now on the left side, by the way. I need to fix that. Why do you guys do that to me? So they swapped sides, and I don't actually know how that works either. I don't know if you get to swap sides if you win or if you lose or what the thing is. So, sorry. Stuff. Oh, that is not 10 for sure. Yeah, these are just gonna be a little janky because this is a 4K monitor and this is just not made for 4K, and I don't know anything about OBS. So, loser picks. Okay, loser pick side. Okay, cool. Okay, so DQ wanted to swap sides here. Interesting. Thank you, Estoc. So same exact bands coming out here for TWO. I still don't know why they think the Pike Olaf is necessary, but probably just comfort picks. They probably just have an ADC who hates Pike. I get it. All right, Confetti, who have you played so far, and who do you like? Or do you have like a style you like? Do you like being a healer or like a tank? So we're gonna get Kaisa Wukong picked up here for DQ. You can't flex Wukong. DQ, this might be the first time I've not seen them first pick ADC, second pick support. So, a little while here. I should put my phone on vibrate. Sorry if it's been going off at all. I have not heard. Alright. I've also got my long drink, which if anyone has not tried long drink before, it's a Finnish citrus drink. Highly recommend. Delicious if anyone needs new alcohol to try. So we're going to get anyways, back to the game. Exact same bands for each team. We're going to get Lee Sin first pick for TWO. So Eric29 has popped off a lot. And I guess we'll like this Lee Sin. You could have flexed Swain in a lot of lanes, but with Nami now, who doesn't really solo lane, it's probably Nami support. Guessing it's either a Nami Swain bot lane, or you can put the Swain mid. And we've got the counter pick Blitzcrank. Interesting. So, I don't love the Blitzcrank here because you don't really want to hook Swain or Lee. But, I mean, you can do work against the Nami. So, and they probably just need like a tanky-ish pick. So, at least they have a tank this time. And TWO kind of has a tank. I actually don't like Swain as a champion. I feel like he's too in the middle of like not quite a bruiser, not quite a mage, not quite a tank. But can have pretty good utility. So especially if you go Riley's. So like Riley's Zonia's no damage. If this goes mid, I'm guessing they won't go Zonia's or Riley's because Samurai Jack really is like builds more aggressively usually, and he's Masters, so probably everyone can take some lessons from that. Same top bands for DQ. They're gonna give their top laner a last pick, it looks like, and we've got Oriana band again and Cho'Gath. So they don't need a top tank now with this top pick, this last pick top. So Cho'Gath, probably not the best ban overall, but again, maybe just something they're annoyed with and just don't want to play against. Confetti likes being a healer and ADC. You like being ADC? Oh boy. Private games? Yeah. You should do bot games. They're really good. You just do the whatever, PvP, and then you do bots. I'll do like an intermediate bot game every once in a while, just like test out builds or test out champs. Because you can really do basically whatever you want. Just get in, call your lane, chill out. It's a good time. It's really good for learning like spacing and stuff without having to get flamed. So, yeah. Healer, ADC, mage, okay. I mean, Milio's not a bad pick. We just saw him play. Soraka's the best healer in the game. She's a lot of fun. You get a global R. ADC. I don't have any tips for ADC. I hate the ADC role, so I always pick ADCs that can like 1v1 or like be self-sufficient. So like Kaisa, she has like a lot of range and can ult to get her out of situations. Like Vayne can go invisible. That's the kind of stuff I F with. So anyways, we got Aurora here for DQ that can be flexed top or mid, and Wukong can be flexed top or jungle. So good flex picks here from DQ. They do have their tank also if Blitz goes tank. Probably won't go AP. And then we've got Yasuo coming out. So I'm guessing it's Yasuo mid. I think Samurai Jack plays Yasuo. I'm not sure. I do know the really bad Zed plays Yasuo. They're going to get the set last pick here, and I'm assuming that's Heimer top. So Some spicy topics coming out here for TWO. And then the set, such a strong champ overall, really low range. But, you know, they've got the Wukong engage, they've got the Blitz potential, they've got the Aurora engage. So I like this comp a lot more than last game. TWO, not a whole lot of engage besides like a Lee Insec or a Nami R or a Heimer RE. So I might give DQ the nod on the comp this game, actually. And there's also, I think they only have these two. That's a knock-up too, I guess. All right, might be a tough game for Yaz, but maybe not. So they need a sec before we start here. So, yeah, DQ down in a series, maybe for the first time this season. Both teams are 4-0, like I said. So a lot on the line here as far as there was a lot of banter in Discord. Let's just put it that way. So there's a lot more on the line than just standings. All right, I definitely posted the wrong link. I also had the game time wrong, which is weird since my team is playing, the team I sub for. But, yeah, we Gucci. So we got a little break here. Samurai Jack is, I'm sure, browsing Reddit for good strategies on how to win. Trying to close out the series so he can continue trash talking. Kanfayeti says, hey, bot games have done a bit. Trying to learn... Oh, and we are... Okay, let me mute the client. Boop, boop. Learn the map and get last damage. Yeah. Last hits are... Everyone struggles with last hits. Like, pros struggle with last hits. So, it's a good thing to practice, but, like, don't... I mean, you can practice for, like, 10 years and still not get last hits that well. Especially if you're just learning champs. Like, straight up, don't worry about last hitting. Because if you're, like... If today you like playing, like... Jinx ADC, and then tomorrow you want to play like Victor mid, they last hit completely differently. So yeah, until you like pick a champion, I wouldn't worry too much about that. I would more focus on like macro. So like, oh, they just canceled. Oh, they canceled the draft and went back in. Okay, they canceled the draft again. There may be technical difficulties here. I do not know what's happening. I think they are doing their best to break the lobby. Because I can no longer chat in the lobby. So we'll see if this is a me issue or a them issue. It looks like someone disconnected. So they might be having tech issues. Or it's me having tech issue. But yeah, I would work more, Alright, so apparently it is my client messing up. So, we'll see how this goes. Okay, they're remaking lobby. Okay, yeah. I don't know what happened there, but oh, they remade this. Okay, whatever. Either way. So okay. Sorry, tech issues. We're good. So they are back into champ select. I have it muted so people don't get the annoying stuff. I have the chill music on. Yeah, so don't worry too much about last hitting because you will always mess that up. And technically, like, if you're trying to, like, win lane, right? Like, the really good players will make you pick between hitting them and last hitting a minion. And if you want to, like, win your lane, especially in the solo lanes, like, a lot of times you have to hit them. And, like, cake trades, give a minion here or there, to try and, like, assert dominance and, like, get lane priority and stuff. So, yeah. Last hitting, No, honestly, getting experience is the most important thing. Um, so just being near the minions is like the biggest thing, because you have to get levels. Every level is equivalent to like 500 gold or something, which is why the like level 2, level 3 power spikes are so massive. Um, so like that's the stuff that would be better to learn. It's like, oh, I hit level 2 on this minion. I hit level 3 on this minion. Or like I walked away to ward, so I missed a minion, so they actually hit level 3 a minion before me. Like that's the really high level stuff that can like make or break a lane. Um, but yeah, XP is way more important than hitting minions. So like, yeah, positioning, like the micro positioning, like should I be standing here or here, and like why should I be standing there? And then eventually you can get into like, oh, like should I be over here on the map because there's a dragon spawning, stuff like that. But um, the one streamer I watch calls it dragon's illness, because people love going over to dragon and just like completely ruining their own game. Like you might be winning lane and then you walk and sit a dragon for 60 seconds, like trying to fight, and then maybe you win a fight and you take the dragon, but then like you've not gotten XP or gold for like, a minute. And like if your enemy laner didn't join the fight, they've been getting XP and gold. So now like your lead is gone. So there's like a lot of cool intricacies like that. And it's funny too because everyone has like a different idea of how to play the game. So even in like high level pros, right? Like they've got all these analysts to try and help them figure out like what was the correct macro call here. Should I have backed? Should I have pushed a wave? And it's like, well, like you maybe could have pushed a wave here, but maybe you could have backed, because like in hindsight, if you backed, you're on the map earlier, and then you can use your map presence that extra like 20 seconds to do XYZ. So yeah, it's a very complex game, but yes, don't worry about last hitting minions, I guess is the end of my rant here. But we've got the draft done, so we should be starting in probably a couple minutes here. We just gotta wait for the streamer delay. Let me make sure I've got everything. I can actually just pull up in game. TWO is on the left. Very good, very good. So yeah, some crazy comps still here. So no real tank for TWO. We do have Lee Sin, who's Bruiser, Yasuo, who might get Shield Bow probably at some point, and we have Stone G on Swain doing, mage items just have so much health, so he'll be tanky, but he won't be a tank per se. Luckily, DQ does have Blitzcrank and 2 Bruisers, so they have a lot better frontline, and they have really good engage with Aurora here. So I actually think I like their team comp a lot better. Yeah, I think I like their comp better. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, Kaisa damage late game is pretty crazy. Aurora damage late game is pretty crazy. Set's gonna have a bad time against Heimer potentially. The funny thing with Heimer is like you don't want to go near his turrets, but you have to, like you have to just eat like 3 or 4 turrets to get him out of turrets, and then he's useless for like 15, 20, 30 seconds. So if Set starts like D-shield here and is just super aggressive against the turrets, I think you can probably like I wonder if Set can EW them, use the whatever Facebreaker, Haymaker, whatever it is, and try and one-shot turrets. Because getting Heimer out of those turrets really does kind of ruin his lane pressure. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, I think I like DQ's chances here better. Aurora, crazy champ. Wukong, kind of ridiculous champ. I don't love Set as a champ, but I can't deny that he does do a lot of damage, and he can be very useful. So, like Lee Sin goes into a fight, if Set just presses R on him, all of a sudden Lee Sin can't do combos and all the neat stuff. So I think for TWO, this is gonna kind of come down to like, man, I really hate Swain. Probably like a Nami finding a good tidal wave, or Lee Sin finding like a 2 or 3 person kick and getting Yasuo, some easy tornadoes here. I think mid is probably the matchup to watch here. Samurai Jack, a lot better at champs that don't have any skill shots because, you know, Morgana just presses W on the wave. So we'll see how he does here with Yasuo. I think I remember him being pretty proficient on it. And I think if Yasuo or Aurora get fed here, it's going to be pretty rough for the other team. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch the mid matchup, and I think that's what's going to kind of decide the game here. But Kai'Sa is also very dangerous. 3 or 4 items, so stop it. Alright, mastery check. Ooh, Mylanta. Yeah, okay. So he does play a lot of Yasuo. I didn't know it was that much Yasuo. That's crazy. Okay. So, he might have more Yasuo mastery than he does on Morgana, so I don't know. I eat my words every time I tell people to ignore his Morgana. So we'll see if I'm doing it again here. So blue team with a lot of useless pings. I think they know that there's probably going to be some blitz shenanigans here. So I think they're looking to stack. If Blitzcrank walks into a 5-stack team here with 3 Heimer turrets, it's going to be tough. Blitz is actually not as good of an invade champion as people think. Oh, they're going to go over the wall. I love it. Ooh, swing and a miss. Okay. I really like that idea. So I don't think they know that they saw that hook. So I think now they're going to hook this bush next. But I think TWO... Okay. I thought that they were going to stack this bush, which made me worried. But yeah, they're just looking... Yeah, so now he's going to recall because Blitz has no mana. But, Champ's Life music? Ooh, hate to see it. I have had that bug before, and it's terrible, Eric. Yeah, so Blitzcrank actually not that good of an invade champion because you hook once and it's like a 20-second boss music. It's like a 20-second cooldown, right? So, yeah, Blitz, good for hooking one person and then completely useless. So that could have gone wrong, but it didn't. So they're going to walk into the top jungle together and just check all things. Hey, there's the pings. Okay. Eric finally putting down the spam pings that I was expecting. So we're going to have set mid, which is wild. I actually don't like this. I can. So, yeah. I need to process this a little bit and also get the teams correct. Sorry if I missed something. Okay, we're good. So, you put Aurora top to deal with the Heimer turrets, but you also have... I think I like... Yeah, so, like, Aurora can just get poked out by these turrets because she has to go up and auto them, and then that puts her in range of Heimer. Set is good into Yasuo? Okay, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's just like, I think Set is better into Yasuo, but Set is also better into Heimer because he can just use his passive and his D-shield to sustain. Oh, he didn't even go D-shield. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the swap. I think I'd prefer Aurora to be mid because she can get out of Samurai Jack's lethal tempo all in easier. Ooh, good backstep by Swain there, and now they'll get to CS this wave a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. I think I like having really bad Zed mid better here. I think really bad Zed just, especially with like her roaming potential. Like I'd like to see them swap back after level 6 here. Blitz is gonna do the old walk up into the Swain. They are gonna get a good trade here. Finally get the hook. The immediate exhaust down on the Kai'Sa, and now they know Blitz doesn't have his hook here. And if that E hit, I think Blitz would have been in trouble. But nice little trade back there by Nami. Actually, any even or slightly losing trade for TWO is going to be good there because they have the Nami to heal up. So good overall. Yasuo trying to dash around there a little bit, giving some CS just to not get punched in the face too hard. And again, we have Wukong having bot when we know that Heimer's going to be pushing people in with his turrets. So again, we have Lee Sin pathing what I think is the correct way, and he's going to be looking for a dive here. And if that Q hit, Aurora's in a lot of trouble. We might get Heimer. We might get a redive here if Heimer can push his wave in. So I would say if you're Aurora, either back instantly or try to push the wave in return. I think you take the 1v1 against Timer. Because if you... So she's doing nothing right now. And you know you're going to get dove. Oh, wow. Eric, you got to hit those cues, buddy. So he's going to go up, probably just E. We got our mobility ability out now. We do hit the E. Okay, we do hit the Q, and yeah, an easy dive. So not the best executed dive. It took 2 tries, but it does work. And once again, you know, DQ is pathing bot here. You're not able to get anything with like a blitz flash hook. And yeah, I mean, I guess you can say DQ might have been okay having bot there, but you have to have blitz flashing to make a play. Like you have to be pulling the wave like this, but then you have to have blitz flashing going in and forcing a play to try and get this Kaisa ahead, in my opinion. So, anyways, really nice play there by the top side. Bernie is absolutely cooking today, and cooking his top lane opponent as well. We finally do have Sawdude up here, but I think Heimer knows something is a little fishy here. Wow, really nicely timed ward. Either really nicely timed or really poorly timed, because he didn't take any damage, but he also might not have seen Wukong recalling there. I don't think he did. So, yeah, interesting game here so far. Oh, we've got an all-in coming in mid lane. Yasuo hitting level 6 first and abusing that level up timer. We are going to get Lee Sin here as well, so... Oh, nice Q there by the Lee Sin. Set almost able to get out, but Impact's not quite enough juice in the bottle or whatever. So really good map presence here by Eric29. We are going to get a little play here, bot. Ooh, the minion playing defense for TWO. And I think this works if Wukong just walks around. They're gonna shove this wave in, I think, and maybe try to drag here. DQ loves these early drags. Does he take the cannon? Oh, okay, we got it. Okay. Yep. So they love these early drags. They're gonna start up again. He does have sweeper, but he's not using it to. I don't think I've seen him sweep anything. So I would like to see sweeping the pit here, guys. But again, really good vision here by TWO. They are always very aware of DQ's movements, and this Aura is in rough shape over here. And that was a... Ooh, we've got the ult coming in. I think Heimer's W might have been on cooldown, so he went for the turret instead. But I think an RW kills there. Aurora with the R, she might be able to get this, yeah. And Heimer realizes it, so... Looks like DQ got scared off of the drag on the other side of the map. I think they realized, I hate this early drag. Like, you have a Sheen, guys. Like, come on. So I'm glad they pulled off for one reason or another. Get a little bit of a scrap here. Set using his very balanced abilities to trade back with Yasuo. And, yeah, Samurai Jack feeling pretty good. Rush those Zerker's Graves, and that kind of feels like full build to Yasuo until you hit, like, you know, I don't know exactly what the build is. It looks like... I don't know what that builds into. I'm guessing it is not Triforce. Yeah, I don't know Yasuo build items. I don't play those champs. So Wukong is going to ping the Void Grubs. I do not love the idea of fighting Void Grubs here without a lane swap. Because Lee Sin is very strong, Yasuo is pretty strong, and Heimer is just a much better champ, I think, unless Aurora has R up and she does not. So this could be interesting here. Samurai Jack gonna look bottom but not quite find it, and he'll find a ward instead. And it looks like they're just gonna go and do drag. So Wukong gonna move top here. I don't think they swept this or anything. But either way, this should be really easy. Wukong is going to look top. We've got the instant turret coming down from... and a really nice stun there coming out from Heimer. Wukong, I think, is going to be able to pick up the kill. And there's also a fight going on bot lane. So they do drag instantly into the bot lane dive. Yasuo gets the R off. The Swain blows up. And a nice flash from Eric29 to stop himself from taking that last tower shot. And they're going to chase that Blitzcrank all the way down. If he stops in that bush, we also could get a Swain W in it if it's still up. No? Okay. So, really nice drag into dive there, especially when they see the Wukong making the play top. So, Nice little play. I'm guessing TWO will move topside here and look for these grubs. So we have Mpex sitting. Oh, I thought, yeah. So he's on a decent chunk of gold, but he's been kind of chilling out, pushing waves for a little bit. And we do have Kaisa bot, so it'll be interesting to see how this grub fight goes. Will Lee path straight there? He is. So we're gonna get a scrap here. Aurora has to back. She does not have TP up yet. And Lee Sin, I think, is just looking for blood. He does not care about these objectives. He hits the Q, waits for him to go over the wall. Great little play. And do we have a ward up? We do. He's trying to give it to Heimer, I think. So, yeah, nice little play there. Yeah, that was really sketchy to me, in my mind, for Wukong to go for, because your top lane's backing, like, your mid laner, I think, just... Oh, he died. Did I miss Set dying? I think I missed Set dying. Okay, I don't really want to rewind, but I kind of want to rewind and see what happens to Set. Oh, Set got all in here. Okay. So Set gets all in. Oh, he... Oh, okay. So Yasuo's stacking up the lethal tempo here. Set fighting in a lot of minions, and... Yeah. Yasuo getting the solo kill, taking a little tower shot, as is the Yasuo way. And, okay, there's a really nice solo billow there that I missed. So I'm going to catch up a little bit here. We do have Blitzcrank coming top. Aurora R going down, trapping Heimer in the cage. He is going to play around his turret really nicely here. And Bernie is absolutely hitting those stuns. Blitz is going to run away, and I don't think he can execute, yeah. So I think he's just trying to make sure that Eric29 is going to assist there. So, bit of a forced play, I think, maybe. Aurora doesn't have her item yet. She doesn't have an item spike, so I think maybe that went a little worse than they were expecting it to. And we are going to get Yasuo. If that hits... Okay, yeah. So that hitting gives Yasuo the easy ult. And Kai'Sa's probably just very dead here. Yep, yep. Okay. She doesn't have any summoners, so nice play recognition by TWO there, knowing that Kai'Sa's alone without Blitz and has no summoners. And Heimer has an item and a half and is starting to slap. So, oh, if you walk her down, I think she dies. Ooh, Yasuo does not have R, and he's gonna get all in here. But I think they were looking, but not quite. Ooh, Eric29 misses the Q there on that gank, but it does not matter. Him and Heimer are just too strong, and yeah, this is kind of the DQ ways. You sacrifice top in favor of trying to take dragons and stack and get the rest of the map going. So, not quite working out. This top pressure is really working for TWO. And I actually... Sorry, I'm trying to catch up still. I think I'm pretty far behind. Oh, no, I'm not that far. So I want to see what TWO didn't do last game, right? So last game, they got a top laner really fed. Jungler was getting free kills with the top laner. Stay top. Just, like, pressure top. This should be the first tower going down. This Kaisa should be dead already. Okay, alright, well... I think she did not expect the Heimer. That's actually really tough to do with Heimer, by the way, is spread your missiles out. Because if you click on your target, they all go towards the one place. Oh, Heimer gonna get ganked? Gonna get maybe solo billowed here by Blitz. That was a really nice hook and ignite by Blitz. And Wukong is now caught. Wukong does not have R, and there are a lot of blue jerseys there. So... So Zesty Queso is going to be able to get a solo bolo. Unfortunately, Dragon's spawning in 20 seconds, and yeah. Oh, we went for the insect there by the Lee. Oh my god. Okay, I think Aurora... I don't think Aurora even knew what she was doing there, but it actually worked. Kaisa trying to body block the Q there. I think that's why that looked weird. So she's trying to body block the Q for her Aurora, but she's gonna maybe go down. Wow, big barrier there. Cannot stay alive, even through barrier and R. And Yasuo will go down. So Set is going to get a 500 gold shutdown there. And TWO, again, they love fighting. Like, they should have just turned around and did the dragon after that Wukong kill, but they had to keep fighting. They are not playing top around that Heimer, trying to take that tower. So, in my mind, I do not like these plays. But...
They're very ahead, right? They've got almost the 4.5K gold lead, so it's, I can't say it's not working. So we're gonna get some jostling here over the dragon. Trying to catch up a little bit more. What? Oh, that is a so like this is the auto director, right? This isn't me. Why are we not watching drag? Like I feel like that's more interesting. We're just gonna watch Heimer poke her under tower. Okay, I'm just gonna go down here manually. So DQ is gonna come in here. Set is getting a nice ER into a Wukong combo. So we finally get a really good wombo here. The problem is TW is very ahead and DQ is now out of gas. So Lee Sin is just gonna get the kick in the face there. Swain's art still going. And yeah, DQ maybe feeling a little desperate there, wanting to contest that. Yeah, they are a little behind, and TWO is a little not behind. So that was a little maybe ill-advised for DQ, but to be fair, it kind of almost worked. We are finally going to get first tower. It is not the very fed top lane. It is going to be the side lane Yasuo. Oh, that built into Kraken. Okay, Kraken first. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to try and catch up a little bit more. So they're going to get the top tower here as well. I think we just missed a NATO on the Kaisa. And man, we are still going to the timer, and he is hitting all of these guys, and he is a lot of turrets up. Meanwhile, yeah, we're trying to get to this timer, but we're leaving the Kaisa unprotected. So the usual focus here for DQ, which is Reese on this Kaisa, has really not had things fall her way, but is also really not being played around, I don't think. So they love trying to go for this Heimer. The problem, I think Aurora has the damage to burst the Heimer. I don't think the Wukong does, especially with the Blitz. So Yasuo just being annoying in the bot lane with those tornadoes. Got a Nami behind him, so he's pretty unkillable, I think. Try to catch him the rest of the way here. Alright, so we're finally caught up the rest of the way. If I miss another kill, I'm gonna lose my mind because I have to try and rewind. But alright, we've got the Herald going down, so finally TWO is playing top lane. They are playing on the top side of the map, or around this very fed Heimer. Heimer R is up. He does not have his flash though here. Luckily he did have some advanced warning. But yeah, like I said, once you get Aurora in there, that damage is just crazy. Yasuo kills Kaisa again. You cannot go anywhere near those waves, and she learned that again the hard way. So yeah, things just going bad across the board here for DQ. We've got a almost 10k gold lead. Set, I don't know if you want the smoke. He does want the smoke. He cannot quite get him under the tower, but Yasuo, oh, Yasuo does still have R. Okay, so with the power of the Blitz, they are able to shut him down. So another Yasuo shutdown going over to DQ. Classic Yasuo stuff here. Did not manage to take a tower shot there, I don't think. So could be playing Yasuo better, obviously, by taking more turret shots. Danny here to bully Eric. Danny, you can get in chat if you want in the voice comms, but you did miss Eric. He did a kick into missing a Q earlier. The classic Lee Sin issue, where you kick them in a straight line and then still miss the Q somehow. But he is massively fed, and he is pretty much the reason this game is out of control. You missed a 2 games in a row now. He has pathed top, got his top laner very fed, and the game is not really recovered from there. So Eric asserting his dominance in the jungle here over Sawdude. Sawdude is going to try and steal this blue back. And he did get that, I think. So we're going to get a fight here. Nami wave into the Swain R. Wukong's going to R and try and stall things a little bit. We've got Aurora going in, trapping everyone in the circle. But she only has 1 item. She's not as fed as she'd like to be at 18.5 minutes. A really nice pull again by Zesty Queso there. And I think it's going to be enough to finish the Heimer. And the Heimer burn kills Zesty Queso. So nice little even fight there. Even-ish. Okay, never mind. Only Heimer died. But the problem is Yasuo was not in that fight, and he is getting a lot of gold in his pocket top. So things kind of going from bad to worse. I think in DQ, you kind of just have to take any fight that looks even marginally decent. Because even if you trade like one enemy for 2 or 3 of yours, you're getting gold, you're getting shutdowns, right? So you kind of need it. So a lot of second items are going to be coming through here soon. I think Swain's probably sitting on gold for a second item. Hopefully DQ can get their second items done soon. I know how it feels to be this behind. Kaisa going to get caught out a little bit. She does have some help here. Was not able to avoid that Yasuo tornado. And I think just that stalling is going to keep her from being able to put down as much damage as she wants to put down. Yeah. This is not the solo queue Yasuo, guys. This is not an 0-10 Yasuo. This one is surprisingly very fed. And managing to eat a turret shot or two. Set with the classic flash, ult someone under your own tower. Swain doesn't have R here yet, so I think he's actually in kill range for these two. Oh, now his R is up. Okay. So I think he doesn't have a way to get over this wall, so he's going to go down. I don't know if you want to be hooking that player over the wall there, Zesty Queso, but it works out. And Set is getting a ton of value here from Triumph. So, no idea what TWO is doing. I think they're having a little bit too much fun. And this is going to leave Otacon vulnerable. So, yeah. DQ messing around, or TWO messing around here instead of just going down and taking a free Otacon. A bit of a head scratcher, and like I said, anytime you can go even here, it's good because DQ needs all the money they can get. Now, Bernie is overextended again, has to flash out. Very lucky for him that they are more focused on Otacon. I actually think Heimer stalled long enough. Them just taking a little walkabout there made this Otacon take just long enough, and Eric29 is being very annoying and doing a lot of damage. So we are getting a TP in from Aurora. Eric29 is going to go down. Wukong is managing to stay alive, will flash over the wall. The problem is Otacon is kind of just shredding everyone at this point. The Kai'Sa's going to die. I don't know if she died to Otacon, or... Okay, I don't know how Kaisa died. But, yeah, that fight just took way too long. DQ did not quite have the damage, and the very, very fed TWO team is going to come clean it up. Another great hook by Zesty Queso. I don't know if it's going to matter, but he is making this Heimer's life a little, yeah, as you can see, he knows he's gotten 3 kills on Heimer now, so he's making his life a little worse here. I kind of want to go back and see what happened to Kaisa here. So she's getting debuffed by Otacon. She's very low. Oh, she got hit. Oh, she got hit by Heimer and then just went down to Otacon. Okay, that's what I thought happened. So, yeah, I thought she died to Otacon, but it was Heimer and Otacon. So it's maybe a little face. So we're gonna fast forward here a little bit. Nothing crazy happening. Heimer and Blitz kill each other, and now TWO is going to take all of DQ's jungle. Kaisa, I think, trying to tie for a tower. Yeah, with this Heimer... Wait. Auto-direct. Yeah, I think... Yeah, she got the wave. She got some tower damage down. I think she was kind of resigned to her fate there. So, again, trying to get money where you can. Oh, we might have it. Why does this keep slowing down so much? Yeah, we're gonna get all in by Yasuo. He does manage to take a turret shot there, so good Yasuo mechanics. Swain's gonna be all in here. He does have Riley's though, and he's healing a pretty good chunk. And he is able to stall these two out long enough to wait for help. So nice little play there by the Swain. Again, these people are kind of just fighting for the fight, right? Like there are no objectives up. We could be pushing waves, but we are just like fighting randomly in the river. So that is the specialty of these two teams. Yeah, Fusro. It is, I think that is a feast or famine lane, and it is currently in famine mode, sadly, to see.
I'm also seeing a lack of Grievous wounds against the Swain Nami.
Oh, welcome! I did not know you were in here, Danny. I think I have the notification turned off or turned down or something. Kaisa...
Hello, everyone.
Hello back at you. Yeah, Kaisa trying to make some plays here, really tough with only one item. We will get some really good Aurora damage, though, going down. So we do have a trade back. Unfortunately, once Lee Sin hits that Q, I think it's probably bad news. Yeah, and as you said, no grievous wounds for. So we've got like Yasuo. I think will do a lot of healing. I think this is gonna be what's it called? The keep you alive item. So he'll be doing healing. We've got 1200 healing from Cinder Sky. We've got Nami with Moonstone, and we've got Swain. So I think you agree. I think I agree with that. The problem is, who do you have get grievous wounds, right? Like, it's probably not Blitz. He only kind of applies to one person at a time. Ooh, we're gonna get another all-in on Kai'Sa. They really want to try and kill this Heimer, but Heimer now has Riley's and could not be a whole lot more annoying. Unfortunately, does not have a Zhonya, so we will go down, but we are going to get a huge explosion
Oh my god.
Swain. And yeah, everyone on TWO has at least 2.5, if not 3 items, and DQ is in a little bit of pain. Yeah, I don't really even know who you'd get Grievous Wounds on. I'm guessing you have to get like the Grievous Wounds AD item for
maybe
Wukong.
on the Aurora.
Yeah, and the Aurora, I think. Better jungle loses. Sawdude with some good banter here, knowing that they're probably going to meet in the playoffs. So this game did not matter that much for the standings. It's probably going to be more for bragging rights, and I think there will be a lot of bragging after this one. So Big Brain DQ inting to hustle TWO and ensure lower seeding for playoffs. Okay. Yeah, so Fuzro thinking that DQ not just playing chess online, but also playing chess in League. So the game within the game. Okay, I dig it. So that will be a 2-0 in favor of TWO. So they will be the only 5-0 team here. Sadly, TWO's stats are going to look insane after this because not only were they already on top of the stats. Sorry if I just flashbanged everyone. Hopefully I don't dox myself by opening this. But if we go to the stats here, highest CS per minute probably gonna drop after this, and highest gold per minute. So you can see how focused DQ is on their bot lane from these stats and how successful Reese has been with the strategy. But here's Slimer Jack, unkillable, KDA, support award for his team's support. Rihi being the cutest. But yeah, I mean, TWO just dominating the rankings. And yeah, you can see this is not going to get any worse for their team after this performance, I think. So, anyways, good series. Clash of Giants was a little shorter of a clash than I was hoping. But yeah, it was fun. As you can see, you know, the Heimer, they kept going at the Heimer, and he did die a couple times, but man, he was pumping the damage. So he did get his Zonias eventually, but I don't think he even used it. So yeah, good little series there. I will shut off the stream now because it is 10:30 Eastern. But Danny, sorry I talked so much and didn't even realize that you got in here, but thank you for joining.
Oh, you're fine. Just wanted to pop in to say hi.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna go and eat some food and finish my alcoholic drink that I got a third of the way through. and probably watch some MSI. So thank you everyone, including Danny, for tuning in, and yeah, join the Discord if you're not in there, and yeah, have a great night and everything. Okay, bye.